hello everyone, it is AKARI, a jack of all trades but a master of none. And with that I mean I like to draw a lot of stuff, but I'm not perfect at any of them. But what I can tell you is that I like to draw Sonic the Hedgehog a lot. I mean, if you're new around here, I assume you wouldn't know, but if you're not, then I'm sure you know the drill by now. And that brings us to today, lovely viewer. It has come to my attention that you guys like a lot my videos on how to draw Sonic. So here we go, part 3 baby! Today we learn how to draw Silver. Again, because popular demand on the comments. For the new folks watching and the ones that need a refresher, I will be putting in the description part 1 on how to draw Sonic and part 2 on how to draw Amy, just in case. Because, I'ma be honest, Silver is basically Sonic, but the hard part about drawing Silver is the top quills on his head. So yeah, if you want a more in-depth explanation on how to draw Sonic proportions, then I'd recommend checking those videos out. But if we're all caught up, then let's get drawing. I'll start by saying that if you have a pose in mind, then congrats, you have most of the work done, because oh my god, how many hours do people waste in Pinterest searching for a pose reference or something? We're all guilty of that, don't give me that look. So there you have it, step 1, find a pose. Step 2 is actually drawing. I know, shocker, right? We start with a circle for the head and a tinier circle for the torso, like the upper chest. And this is where it gets more like easy if you have seen my other tutorials, because it's basically like a bean shape for Silver's like whole torso, and then sticks to map out where the legs and arms are going to go. This is just basic stuff. Once we have the base down, like the skeleton without any personality, you know, we add the personality to Silver. We make him look like Silver. I always try to start with the muscle in the head because it's a good reference point. I mean, there's other people that draw the eyes first, but to me, the muscle makes it easier. But I mean, whatever makes it easier for you, either the eyes or the muscle. Once you have both down, then I recommend like starting with the top quills he has, like the 5 spikes he has on his head. What a design, am I right? A good rule of thumb for these like quills is that I always start with the middle one, because it marks dead center on where the other ones will spring out. Like, there's 3 that go between his ears, and then there's 2 that go the other way around, you get me? So I just start with the middle one, then add from one side, and then the other side. Also, like, the 2 quills that are on the sides, I like to think of them as the brow bone for Silver, because most illustrators on like IDW do that, so just keep it in mind, okay? For the last 2 quills on this design, which are the long ones on his back, like his hair, quote unquote, then just like, it's basically 2 triangles, so there I said it, geometry man. And after that is just finishing up like the rest of his body, which is pretty self-explanatory if you already like sketched it out once. I did 2 sketches on this footage because I actually like cleaning up my sketches a lot. It just makes it a lot easier to read when like you're doing line art. And I know it's kinda tedious, but I think the results are worth it. And with the sketch done, we move on to line art, in which I don't have much to say, but have you subscribed? This would be a very good time to sub while the music plays. And hey, if you like, maybe join Team AKARI with the first link in the description. I give updates on videos, shoutouts, early access, and more. And it's honestly a great way to support me. So check it out if you like. Anyways, let the clip roll. Woo! back everyone! Now it's time to color! For Silver, I try to keep it desaturated on his quills, but a bit more saturated on his shoes. There's honestly no rhyme or reason why, I just like when Sonic characters have bright shoes. This is just a stylistic choice, you can do whatever you want. Because I've seen some artists that go the pastel route with Silver, and that looks pretty nice. I don't usually do this, but in this drawing in specific, I decided on the color of the background first, because I wanted it to match. And after that, I started shading, you know, with my texture brushes that I also much love. For Silver, in his quills, I like using purple, a very desaturated or kinda saturated, like purple, it depends on the day. Today was a kind of saturated purple kinda day, so yeah, we went with that. And most of you know the drill by now, I don't like using pure white on like gloves and stuff, so I use the most similar color I can get to white, but not quite. And subsequently I shaded with a bright blue. Well, kind of bright blue. A bit desaturated, as is the norm for shading. Which actually reminds me, do not forget to shade like his bracelets and his cuffs, shoe cuffs, golden, because that is something I see people skip on. Which I mean, I get it, because drawing and rendering metals, like actually coloring metals, is very hard. But once you get the basics done, it's actually very good for your illustration. So I definitely recommend giving it a try, because even with some shading, plain shading, not even metal shading, it looks 10 times better in my opinion. And to add the finishing touches, I just put some ring lighting and lighting on him, you know, just to make him pop a little bit more. And specifically for this illustration, because I planned it that way, I added like his powers, so it was just a matter of adding like the blobs of cyan that we all associate with Silver. First off, I planned the colors I wanted to use on the actual blob, which are like shadow and highlight, you know, the usual. And then I actually went in with the actual colors I was going to use and just lowered the opacity a little bit to make that see-through effect. It's pretty simple, but that doesn't make it less effective. And with that, we have a fully illustrated Silver. Just the tedious part of adding a background. You know, we all dislike that part, I think. But as simplistic as it may be, it's always good that you add a background, because it just takes the illustration to another level. Even if it's just like a plain color with a pattern, it always just works. Either way, this is my final illustration for Silver in this video, because I'm sure I will draw him plenty of more times in the future, because yeah, I'm a Sonic fan. I don't know if you could tell. With that said, let me know if you'd like me to explain any other Sonic character or characters. Again, I'll see which one is the top requested one, and that would be for the next video that who knows when it's coming out, but it's coming out regardless. As a last thing for today, let me just thank our lovely channel members that helped me produce this video faster. Thank you to Kyo, Jimari Fox, Servando Verdugo, and Cami M for all their continued support. And thank you, lovely viewer, for watching till the end. I really hope this was helpful to you. But with that said, I have been Akari-san, and I'm going to make dinner because it's very late at night, haha. Keep drawing and stay rad, everyone. See you on the next one. Bye bye!